question becomes, what do we want to do here? Do we just jump right back into it? Try another Spriggan and see how we fare? Or do we want to make a bit of a change up here? I don't know what else I am actively feeling like at the moment. I'm pretty much just trying to not make a decision, or more so I'm just having a hard time making any kind of tangible decisions here. So maybe we just go with Sprig and Hunter again. I guess it's been a while since we played like a Knoll, so could go back to that. I do always enjoy them, of course. Are there any god-specific runs we'd want to do? Besides just Maclib Genie? Keep going to that, keep alternating until it finally maybe one day works out. I might go with the Spriggan again. Feel like we could give that one another shot. Maybe we will end up with like a nice Spirit Guardian amulet this time, and we can take advantage of that to bring us up to almost a normal level of health, with the 30% HP taken away from us, filled in with our mana point pool instead. As for name, unfortunately, only came up with the one right as we were booting up. I mean, Sprig is probably a bit too on the nose, right? Maybe this Spriggan's parents just kind of hated them. Thought it was better to be funny with how you name your kid than respectful. Well, regardless, let's just jump right back into it, shall we? So we can throw those bad boys on. I'm gonna train dodging right off the bat as well, much like last time. This is kind of interesting. Let's just dive in. How about that? I don't think I've ever seen that start to the run before. Also, hold up. Speaking of start to the run, let us get wands picked up, darts. Maybe we won't worry about boomerangs this time. Boomerangs and stones, not quite as necessary in this character. And last but not least, we'll definitely do a morgue file drop here. I'll go over to the other monitor and let's copy that seed over just in case any of you lovely folks want to join along at home, see how you fare. Definitely feel free to, and once we're done the run, I'd love to hear about it. Even just if you speak in generalizations. I'm always super happy to hear about other people's journeys. Just don't want any advantages moving forward on my end, because sure, we've been dying a lot recently, but my oh my, has it been highly deserved pretty much every time. I'm also kind of curious, if you attack a plant and it decays, further damage, does that count as your fault, do you think? Specifically, if I hit a plant and then immediately started worshipping Fedas, would we have a problem? Would there be an issue at our hands there? It's kind of an interesting moral dilemma if you really think about it, because I was trying to come up with some clever, moralistic, like, comparison there, but probably is a little more cut and dry than I was trying to get myself to allude to, because at the end of the day, he did cause the injury. That's a lot more like murdering someone by injuring them and then they bleed out. I'm pretty sure that still counts as murder, even though they bled out. If you think about it, I had nothing to do with that. Doesn't seem like a rock solid defense, either in a lawful sense or a moralistic sense. So, you know what, just scratch all that. And so we can focus on the run, which is going, I mean, it's going well so far, but what else is there to really expect in the first 2 floors of the dungeon? It's around floor 6 where I'm expecting to see the Tengu, the 2-headed ogres, all that fun stuff again. So stay primed for that, I guess. Not too shabby. We could, I guess, switch to a sling again. Not quite as tempting this time around. Hello, my sleepy fungus boy. Yeah, not quite as tempting when it doesn't have the built-in electric brand. Oh, holy moly. That is quite the room. Hello, friends. Well, we get a nice selection of stuff. Cloak of Invisibility. I mean, I'll wear it for style reasons. Nice green. Lovely, lovely. But otherwise, don't really plan on using it, at least not anytime soon. I don't know, maybe I need to explore the invisibility ego a bit more at some point in the future. It's definitely one that I see, and I immediately kind of discard it in my brain. And that has historically been true of many tried and true amazing mechanics in the game that I have just completely overlooked. So something to maybe keep in mind for the future. I would actually like to take you upstairs, my friend. You can always walk away. When the going gets tough, the tough runs for the hills and never looks back. Oops, let's try that again. There we go, head to a different stairwell this time. I guess I probably should have healed fully before endeavoring into the depths once again, but that's fine. It all worked out, at least on the short term, or in the short term. Definitely pop in here. Oh, not realize how much poison and damage I'm taking. Great job. At least we got curing right off the bat. Again, why be good at a game when you can instead just luck your way into fortune and safety here? Health and fortune for us all, but okie dokie. Now is probably chill out just a wee bit, Torinski. At least get to a pseudo hallway. It was leading into an unknown room, which of course ended up being empty, but we had no possible way of knowing that in advance, so whoops. My bad, my bad. And otherwise, onwards and upwards. I mean, we did fight a surprising number of orc wizards and even an orc priest. I think just the one. I don't think we fought two, which is bonkers considering the stage we're at in the game. So I will gladly count my lucky stars there, of course. And hopefully that bodes well for the future here. At the very least, if I could get Oka this time. Well, this is going to be an interesting escape. Oh, especially since I just noticed all of my stairs are in the same general area. Yikes. I mean, there is Oka. Do you want to give Fedass another chance? And Hunter's my best bet, but let's try and change things up here, shall we? Especially since Oka will love it if I can somehow pull one out here. Okay, we do get teleport right away. So that makes things a bit interesting because we could use that to escape the mob that's waiting for us directly outside of our doors here. Let's get one more potion stack. Hopefully heal wounds. No such luck. What about scrolls? Can I get a little bit sun from there? Ah, we do get blinking, so that's nice. And read to teleport. And take me away. Beautiful. Oh, geez, I do not have the room to deal with you. I'm sure it'll go fine, right? It's the worst that could possibly happen. We get surrounded on all sides by terrifying monsters. Just sounds like your average Sunday, really. Very distant drain. I guess, did we see a message when we initially came out of the temple? Can just pop up here a little bit. Hear the sound of rushing water, distant drain. Okay. So distant means that we were much closer over here than where we just came from, at least. So, but still very distant message from there, which then indicates even more so that potentially the drain is to the south here. I should probably try to heal up completely before fighting another scorpion, seeing as how we almost got lethally poisoned. Oof. This son of a gun is no longer highlighted red, so Oka's no longer going to be quite as impressed. Unfortunately. Hate to be a disappointment in Dad's eyes. Of Quick rusting nearby. Okay, so it is... Let's see if I can sneak around this corner, maybe. Oh, you have... Oh, no. Please don't hit me. Single hit, and that's gonna be an issue. Fortunately, no such luck on your part, and maybe the... Oh, the gate is still technically open right at this very moment, but... Oh, no. Oh, so surrounded. Okay. Let's... You know what? Merry-go-round. Come on, come all. Oh, you son of a gun. Yeah, that's cool. Just break all the rules, see if I care. But hey, we get into the sewer. Let's hope that it was worth it, even though I have a sneaking suspicion that almost nothing we could get at this stage in the game would be worth it. But I'm sure we'll be fine. Worst comes to worst, we can always give it a similar treatment to what we did in the temple, and we can just read a teleport on our way out. And I say that worst comes to worst, but I think odds are that that just is the go-to plan here, is our best option for moving forward. But hey, maybe we can get a few additional consumables here. Would love to pick up some heal wounds at some point. But we shall see. Game keeps giving me chances to back out with all these escape portals. Oh my gosh, was it ever worth it? As long as I survive again. But we do get a blink scroll, which is just huge, beautiful stuff. Now, do I read a teleport? Yes, indeed, I think I do. Okie dokie. Well, we're gonna go back to exploring as if nothing ever happened. Like, imminent danger was not just at our doorstep. And just la-di-da, whistling Dixie as we make our way through the regular dungeon once more. Fortunately, confusion doesn't come through from our wizarding friend there. I should also slow down a little bit on that. I was trying to find the perfect like tap speed so that I could sprint through that fight while also doing some kiting. Not the most intelligent decision making we've ever seen, and that's saying something on this channel. Beautiful. I don't think we'll worry too much about those spell books. There could be something in there that's critical for us, but at least won't be anytime in the near future. Oh, even like, yeah, Wereblood would be kind of interesting. I don't think we'll use it. Making noise and calling attention to ourselves seems like a quick way to cause problems. But slaying would be really nice. Okay, and I definitely need to be slightly more careful with you, but I do want your skin, so... Life is full of hard decisions, no? I mean, with an ogre in the way... Oh, jeez. Oh, that's why it's my attack delay. No, never mind, I am at 1 per turn. I was ready to blame all my previous issues on that fact alone, but not especially fair to say. And Steam could kill me, but I'm going to take the risk. Beautiful, it does work out for us, at least for this moment in time. And hopefully the Swamp Drake doesn't notice me. Excuse me, pardon me. Just grabbing what is unfortunately probably your relative's body parts, don't mind me. But at least we're immune or resistant to steam now, so that's beautiful. I think we did also just hit level 8 dodging. Yeah, wonderful. We'll back off just a smidge here and let all these new sons of guns, all our new friends, come to us. And let's see if we can get some decent progress going here once again, shall we? Confusion hurts a little bit more on this character just because we don't have any alternative damage sources. We don't have that nice venom whip that we found early on last time. That's fine. Passage of Galubria and Yar's Violent Unraveling. Amazing utility spells that we almost definitely should try to bring to the table. Especially Yar's Violent Unraveling, we can learn pretty dang quick with our aptitudes. Thanks, Oka, I guess. I mean, Not my favorite darts. Maybe I should train a bit of throwing just so we can use the darts, but man, it's a tough sell. I know there are quite a few people I've heard from in the audience who have talked about that they always train like, 5 throwing. Takes almost nothing and it makes darts way better. I just have such a hard time selling it to my own brain. It's like, yeah, but we're never going to use that again, and therefore I should instead just risk early death. And that's so much better, right? How could it possibly be the wrong answer here? But we shall see. Maybe at some point we'll go down that road. As long as I'm more cautious this time to not... Oh, Joseph again. What? No. Oh, Oka would like it. Good heroism. I guess I could always turn to a tree if it starts to go poorly. Could also go for... Let's see, a paralysis. How's that looking? I know I can't see it, but I just want to know, game. So, 73% chance to hit, 31% chance to paralyze you. Well, probability-wise, we did not hit good odds there, but that's fine. We'll instead just fight you the old-fashioned way, which we should have done from the start, instead of wasting all of our paralyzed charges, but that's fine, I guess. Don't mind me, game, don't mind me. Another scroll of ID. Ooh, 2 scrolls of ID, so we can definitely start to take a peek through our current inventory a bit more right away here. Probably will finish off this floor, which is why I get myself into trouble, because I have for some reason, I have this false belief in my own ability to remember things in even a short-term capacity. And it's just not accurate, except this one time. So how about that? Take that, brain. We did remember something. And I should specify my own brain, just in case brain watches this down the road. Definitely don't want to be rude. So if I turn into a tree, I get more AC. I probably should head upstairs. I might just die here because I, again, did not follow through with my own advice from last round, and I did continue to just keep spamming tab. Top speed. What could possibly go wrong? Is there any real alternative here? I mean, I could do something silly like try to blind the Orc Warrior, which makes some amount of sense in its own way, but probably not going to go for it. I mean, blinking doesn't help me because I have nowhere to blink right now. So do you know what? I don't think teleporting is going to do it. What I should do, though, is supplement with a bit of constriction. And maybe a bit more constriction. I have 24 AC in my tree form. 28 damage on you, hey? Son of a gun. Another thing we could do is use Kurari now. Okay, and then you die. That's fine. Oh, and now being in a tree form sucks. Oh gosh, I regret everything. Start blind chugging. Got a potion of magic. Hurrah. I guess I do have Spirit Guardian, so that's actually pretty good. Oh, and then I mutate myself to get cold resistance. Well, that's neat. When I lose tree form, I'm gonna die. But until then, we're rolling in it. Let's see. Atropa, 61% chance to blind, no chance to blind you. Hey, my yak friend. Oh, and I just missed the frog. Great. Heal wounds, first try. Beautiful. What do I do against you kiddos, hey? I mean, I don't think... I wish I could, like, start reading teleport now. I know I can't teleport, but can't I, like... I guess you're maybe building up the teleportation energies, and that's what causes the rub here, but regardless, I'm gonna complain to the game's manager. There we go. Okay, we managed to make it out in one piece. And once we're out of there, we can rely on much more tried and true methods of running away, like the brave little fey gremlin we are. Wonderful. Oh, and it's immediately going to fall into a similar category. Great. Two-headed ogre, not a problem if we have the space. Unfortunately, in this moment of time, we do not have said space, so they are, in fact, a problem. Similar with these buddies, I don't have the space to be doing this fancy bit of maneuvering, but kind of have to. I'm in very limited options when it comes to stairwells we can take, stairways we can go. And there we go. Even once we just have a nice little ring road around the settlement here, that's perfect. And Oka should be so proud. Are you proud of me, Oka? I hope so. Oh, hello, Prince Rippet. Well, I think we just take you on a bit of a high-speed pursuit. Yeah. Works out fantastically. Ooh, we do get another blink here, so if and when the time comes that we actually need to start using those bad boys, hopefully we're in a slightly better position than we were just a bit ago. But we should at least have that as a background option. Just get the heck out of dodge. And then I'll recklessly fight here until the point where we're one hit away from death. Oh, and we do get a hat this time, so even that little bit of armor class should go a long way for us. Fortunately, kill our vampire friend before they get too much of an opportunity here. And that is wonderful once again. My gosh. Steam Dragons galore. If we didn't already have your skin, I would have been, both very scared to see you and very excited, because it at least would have meant that we had that as an option. But as is, kind of best of both worlds. We're happy that we can deal with them, and we already have exactly what we need and want, so that is wonderful. Guess I'm only wearing one ring? Yeah, so I might as well put on resist corrosion. Oof. Oh, I need to train Invo. That's what I need. Can't cast any of my stuff. So, safe move here is to turn into a tree. Almost assuredly. That's the right play. It's tempting to just try and fight it out. One, I say the tree move with such confidence when at the end of the day, that went so well for us last time, right? Definitely no issues there. Let's take a brief moment to just pour my drink here, and then we can make all of the terrible decisions and see what happens. Though to be fair, I think I am going to make the slightly safer one this time, and we are going to turn into a tree once more. Once again with feeling. Ooh, Scarf of Resistance. Hopefully it's still a nice color. Perfect. Same pattern. Much, much better ability. You, on the other hand, I'm not so chuffed to see, my friend. Even you might potentially be a problem, as we saw last time. But fortunately, not too much for us to deal with. And let's get a bit of Invo training happening. Oh, Howler Monkey is definitely going to wake up our statue pal. Right? Fair enough. Should have seen that one coming. We found one downstairs. So I haven't found, Lair. Still haven't found the entrance to. I guess we could go into Orc, but I'm not feeling great about that. Oh, it's a trap door. Maybe it doesn't matter how I'm feeling, and we just have to go for it here. We've kind of trapped ourselves off here now, but I'm sure that couldn't possibly go wrong. Just block off our one exit. I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me and all that good stuff, and see what happens. Oh, hey. Hey, the ghost of Belial. Nice to see you, friend. Okie dokie. Well, there's our lair entrance, so that's nice to have in our back pocket for sure. Well, let's lead old View Killywinks through the depths here. I feel like that is prudent at this point. 35 health is too little, my friends. Much, much too little. There we go. Oh, dang it. Let's take that Curari off of Quiver here. Okay, it does look like it auto-swapped to our short bow. How many times are we going to make that mistake before I learn to pay even the slightest amount of attention? Place your bets now. I do have resist corrosion, so don't mind fighting off against a corrosive Drake son of a gun. Unfortunately, neither of these two fools drop their skin, so I will judge them for that eternally. Never forgive and never forget. But there we go. At least Oka still has our back, still very honored by our ability to take down these Goliaths. And that is most of the floor. Oh gosh. Rock to the face could be a problem. And unfortunately, Cyclops is not even considered a red border tier enemy, even though, I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh, Vampire's Tooth. Well, that's a very fun weapon. So what do I do? I don't want to die to a single large rock, is what is taking the brunt of my mental processing right now. So let me back off and heal. Plenty of floor to use here, so let's use it. I don't want to get surprised by sudden Cyclops when we're already near dead from our yaks, especially when I try to do my speed kiting again. Again, something that has historically just worked out so wonderfully. I can't imagine why this time it would do the exact same thing. How strange. Doing the same thing twice. Same result. Seems pretty messed up, don't you think? No logic there whatsoever. But let's see. Normally we go down to 12. I can probably do one more floor. Ooh, I don't have any cold resistance though. And this immediately is making me worry about my decision. Fortunately, we do manage to take down the Manticore, but it is not very assured victory. Besides the fact that we did not have it, of course, but, barring that, it was not a great experience. Okay, for a while, the glare off of my screen made it seem like I was potentially walking off into the unknown there, and I was about to admonish myself once again, but fortunately, does not seem to be the case. Scratch that. Now I have done so. Gotta keep it interesting. So still very distant. That makes me want to just change gears here. Let's head down into the abyss. Curari? Yes. I could technically die in one hit to this. But technically is never an option. Perfect. Oh, El Roca. That's also fun. Maybe coming down to D12, not the best idea. Hey, VODs, how's this run so far? It's going alright. I definitely can't say the same for the first Spriggan of the evening, but still was a pretty solid intro to it. We got a decent ways in a surprisingly short amount of time, so I can't complain too much about that. And hoping that we can recreate the action slightly on Sprig here. But in general, it's a fun one. Spriggan Hunter, especially after playing more traditional like spellcasters for a while, it's a nice shift of pace. Pun partially intended. So I think that that's it's definitely a neat one. Would recommend. And I mean, I think I'm going to do something silly here. Chance to blind is only 3%. Oh, okay. I might have changed my mind in real time here. Yeah, we're just gonna drop an exclusion on you, my friend. I don't even think... Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't even really sneak by with Josephine here as well. But we can kind of kite you. I think your fireball is shorter range, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we're kind of in a safe range here. It's actually kind of the dream. Very cool. It'll take you out. I guess it's similar for El Roca minus the fact that banishment is still going to be a problem. It's at least not as bad as it would normally be. But still a consideration that I'd like to take into account, especially if we're trying to play it a little bit safer this time.